Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR FRINDS and Philadelphia EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What we saw last Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium was nothing short of historic, not just because the Eagles managed to beat the Chiefs, but because of how they did it. And I mean inch by inch, dragging the Chiefs through the mud, both literally and figuratively. That game was a masterclass in gritty, relentless football, but what truly stole the spotlight was a play that's become almost legendary in the NFL, the infamous tush push. You know the one. It's that short yardage, almost unstoppable play where the Eagles line up and push their quarterback forward, a move that's become a signature of their offense. It's a play that has divided opinions across the league, sparked debates about fairness, and now it's at the center of a seismic shift in NFL officiating and strategy. The tush push, or as some call it, the QB sneak on steroids, has been a nightmare for defenses. Philadelphia has perfected it. They execute it with surgical precision and the success rate, an astonishing 96.6%. That's almost perfect, folks. And it's no wonder that last May, 22 teams voted to ban it outright. But despite the opposition, the play survived barely. And it's not hard to understand why. It's just too effective, too reliable, and too game-changing. But now the league has taken a different approach. After last Sunday's game, the NFL quietly admitted what many have suspected all along, that officials missed a crucial false start during a key tush-push attempt. That's right. An internal league training video, which was distributed after the game, confirmed that officials failed to call a false start on the Eagles during that play against the Chiefs. This revelation is huge, folks. It's not just about one missed call, it's about the league's new stance on officiating this play. The directive from the NFL is clear. Going forward, referees are instructed to call these plays with extreme scrutiny, with a focus on making the calls black and white. And that's a game changer, because let's face it, the Eagles have operated in a bit of a gray area with this play. They've mastered the art of executing it just perfectly enough to avoid penalties until now. And that's why Jason Kelce, the legendary center, already predicted this shift. Kelce warned that the Eagles' signature move would come under a microscope, and now that prediction is an official policy. The NFL's VP of officiating, Ramon George, made it clear in the league's internal memo. We want to officiate it tight. We want to be black and white and be as tight as we can be when we get into this situation. That's a direct message to the officiating crews, and it spells trouble for the Eagles' offensive line. Because executing the tush push isn't just about strength and coordination. It's about timing, precision, and a bit of that good old-fashioned luck. The Eagles' offensive line, led by none other than Jason Kelce, has been phenomenal in this regard. But now they face an almost impossible standard. They have to be perfectly still, perfectly synchronized, and perfectly disciplined on every snap. Any movement too early, any false start, and that's a penalty. Kelce, being a veteran and a football mind of immense respect, warned that opponents will now actively lobby for flags during these plays. And why wouldn't they? It's a strategic advantage, and if the league is cracking down, teams will push to exploit every possible advantage. Let's not forget the reaction from the opposition, notably Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, who was visibly frustrated after the game. He made it clear that if players move early, they should be called. That's a fair point, and it's exactly what every future opponent of the Eagles will be pointing out. The narrative is shifting, and the league's stance is now firmly against the play. But for the Eagles, this isn't just about a single play, it's about a fundamental element of their offensive identity that's now under attack. The tush push has been a cornerstone of their success, especially in critical short yardage situations. It's been a symbol of their relentless, gritty style of football, and it's been one of the reasons they've been so tough to beat. Now, this new officiating policy essentially puts a target on the play. It's a sort of regulatory redefinition that could change how the Eagles attack on those crucial fourth-and-one situations. The league's move to officiate the play with such strictness might be an attempt to level the playing field, but it also raises questions about whether the play should be legal at all. Because let's be honest, the Eagles have exploited the rules to their advantage with surgical precision. Their success isn't just about brute force. It's about understanding the nuances of what's allowed and what isn't, and pushing those boundaries just enough to gain an edge. Now the league's official stance threatens to disrupt that advantage, turning what was once a nearly unstoppable play into a gamble that could backfire with every snap. But that's not all. The NFL's move to scrutinize this play so heavily also underscores the ongoing tension between innovation and regulation in football. Every team wants an edge, and the Eagles found theirs in the tush push. It's a bit of a chess game where rules are constantly being tested and pushed to their limits. And the league's decision to crack down on this particular play could be seen as a move to restore a sort of traditional fairness, even if it means curbing one of the most effective strategies in recent memory. For the Eagles, this situation is as much about adapting as it is about fighting back. Coach Nick Sirianni, ever the strategist, acknowledged the need for perfection. He pointed out that the league's new stance, especially with the slow-motion replays, makes it seem like the play is more controversial than it actually is in real time. Sirianni, in his typical passionate manner, compared it to a historic NBA moment, emphasizing that the nuances of officiating can sometimes distort the true nature of a play. But now those nuances are being eliminated, and the play is under a microscope like never before. The offensive line, led by Jason Kelce, is under immense pressure. Kelce, as a legendary figure in Eagles history, warned that opponents will push for flags, and the league's new directive essentially puts them on notice. Every snap now becomes a high-stakes moment, with the potential for a penalty that could kill a drive or even change the course of a game. The Eagles have built their offensive success on this play, and losing it would be a significant blow. It's a testament to how much the league's rules and officiating impact the game's outcome. And let's not forget, the Eagles are no strangers to adversity. They've faced criticism, penalties, and mocking before. But they've always responded by adapting and giving their best on the field. That's what makes this team special, their resilience, their ability to reinvent themselves when needed. But now they'll have to do it without the advantage of a play that's almost been too perfect. The tush push isn't dead, but it's definitely on life support. A single flag, a single missed call, might be enough to pull the plug on what has been one of their most reliable weapons. This situation is a perfect example of how NFL rules continue to evolve, often in reaction to innovative strategies like the tush push. It's a reminder that in football, as in any sport, the game is constantly changing. The league's effort to control the play is about maintaining fairness, but it also raises questions about the limits of rule enforcement and the nature of competitive advantage. For the Eagles, it's a challenge to keep their identity intact while navigating these new rules. And it's a story that's still unfolding, one that will have significant implications for their upcoming games and their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. So as fans of the Eagles, you have every reason to be fired up. This isn't just about winning one game, it's about the very fabric of how the Eagles have built their identity in recent years. The tush push has been a symbol of their relentless grit, their innovative approach, and their ability to find success where others see limitations. Now with the league's new stance, that symbol is under threat. But if history has shown us anything, it's that the Eagles are a team that responds to adversity. They adapt, they innovate, and they come back stronger. Whether or not the tush push survives long-term, the Eagles will find a way to keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep chasing that Super Bowl dream. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you think the league's crackdown is fair, or do you see it as an overreach that limits the Eagles' offensive ingenuity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about, the love for the Eagles and the never-ending pursuit of football greatness.